So module 1 covers chapter 2 and chapter 3. Any disturbance? You can see the screen without any disturbance, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So a brief introduction about HTML, what is HTML and where it comes from. Okay, so the HTML, you all know about the abbreviation of HTML, correct? It stands for Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, Hypertext Markup Language. It is invented or developed by a person by name Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, so he is a person who invented this language, HTML language, in the year 1991. Okay, and in the year of 1997, a standard was set, or rules and guidelines were set for HTML. So that is by World Wide Web Consortium. So in short, it is called as W3C. So W3C will give the rules and regulations for writing the HTML applications. Okay, what are the rules you have to follow, guidelines you have to follow while creating the program or application using HTML? Okay, so HTML, it is called as markup language. Okay, we are not calling it as a so see, don't touch the screen, okay, PPT. Don't move the slides. Okay. So it is called as a markup language because whatever we write, it is in the form of tags in HTML. Okay. So that is why we call it as a HTML. Have you heard about the tags in HTML? Tags in HTML. Can you name few tags which you have used already?
Yes, ma'am.
Any tags? Any tags?
Head, body.
Okay, head tag, body tag. Okay, paragraph. For
HTML.
Paragraph.
we use p tag,
Anchor tag.
anchor tag. Okay, so these are the some of the tags. Okay, so HTML, it describes the structure of the web page. Okay, so it will tell the structure, how the content should be displayed on the web page. Okay, so HTML, it consists of a series of elements. It is nothing but the tags. HTML elements, we use the term HTML element. It is nothing but tags. So HTML, it tells the browser how to display the content. Okay, it will tell how to display, how to arrange the content of the web page. You can see a web page here. See here at the top we have menu. At the top we have menu, and below that we have a image, and below that we have two buttons for selecting the date and a button for shop now. So it will tell how to arrange this. HTML tells how you can arrange this. Okay, so it will not give the style for the page. It will just meant for structuring the web page. So you can, using HTML, you can structure so that the menu comes at the top. Next comes the image. Next comes the button. Okay, so you can create the structure of the web page. So coming to the versions, okay, so we are using HTML5. So even in the laboratory, we are using HTML5. Previous to HTML5, the students were studying XHTML. Okay, so your seniors were studying XHTML. Now the topic, it is revised, and we are studying. You guys are studying in the 17 scheme HTML5, which is started in the year 2014. So we have different versions. You can see Okay, these are the different versions of HTML. Okay. The first version is started in the year of 1991. Okay, by Tim Berners-Lee. Okay, so latest version is HTML5. So since previous to HTML5, the previous version of HTML is XHTML. Okay, so just to give a brief introduction about XHTML. Okay, XHTML stands for Extensible Hypertext Markup Language. Okay, it is almost there is no much difference between HTML5 and XHTML. So only there is a few extra rules or restrictions have been changed. Okay. Other than that, almost all the tags which are there in XHTML, we have even in HTML5. Okay. Coming to the versions of XHTML, we have two versions. Okay, strict and one is transitional version. Okay. So strict version, the rules were strict. Okay, so you have to open the tag and strictly we have to close the tag, otherwise it will throw error. Okay, if you are using paragraph tag, you have to open p tag and at the end you have to close the tag. Okay, otherwise it will throw the error. Okay, coming to the transitional version, so transition version was most focused on presentational elements. Okay, how you can present the HTML document. Okay, how you can present, how you can center align, how you can change the font color or font style. Okay, how you can make the image center, okay, or left align or right align. So it is most focused on the presentation of the document. Okay, so these are the two versions. One was strict version, which was giving more importance for the rules, and the second version was giving more importance for the presentation. Okay. So I'll just show you a simple HTML5 document. So this is a simple, you can see the screen, right? Notepad.
Yes, ma'am.
So how to create this HTML file? So simply open a notepad, okay, and go for file, save as or save it with the extension .html. Okay, so remember you should give the extension .html for the HTML file. Okay, so I have already created this file. Okay, you can see this file. Okay, just I'll show you the property of this file. So here you can see the type of the file is a Microsoft Edge HTML document with the extension .html. Okay, so you have to give the extension .html. Okay, so and this is how you give the comment in the HTML. Okay, this is a comment line. So whatever you write here, okay, so this is considered as a comment which will not be executed. Okay, so this is how you have to give the comment. I'll write one more comment. See, open angular bracket, exclamatory sign, 2 dash and write the comment. Write something, write the comment. Write the comment and go for 2 dash and closing and arrow. Okay, closing bracket, arrow bracket. Okay, so this is how you create the comment. And next we are using a tag that is exclamatory doc type HTML. So we are telling the browser that we are using the document of type HTML. Okay, so we are telling the browser that the document type is HTML5. Okay, so this line will tell the browser what type of document we are using. Okay, and next comes the HTML. So next comes HTML tag. Okay. And remember, whenever we open a tag, you have to close the tag. So this is our opening tag and this is our closing tag. So they are almost same. Okay. The only difference is we have a forward slash. Remember, it is a forward slash. So this tag is called as open tag, and this is called as close HTML tag, closing HTML tag. Okay, and this HTML is called as a root tag. Okay, we call it as a root tag. Inside this root tag, we have two parts or two sections. One is head part. Okay, so this is our head part. Okay, and this is body part. Okay, so there are two parts, head part and body part. Okay. The head part, so head part we write the descriptive element of the document. It is meant for describing what type of document. Okay, so you can describe your document. So inside the header tag, we are writing one. We are using most of the document. In most of the document, we use this tag that is called as a title tag. Okay, so title tag is meant for giving title for your document. I'll just execute this. You see, just go for that file and right click. Okay. It can be open with any of the browser. Okay. So this is what you can see here. I have given the title as, so I have given the title as a title of the document, correct? So you can see the title appears here. Can you see? So this is where the title appears at the top of the tab. Okay, at the top of the tab. So it will give the description about the document to the end user. So you can give some meaningful document name, okay, which will appear at the top of the tab. So after head, there is one more part, we call it as a body part. Okay. So inside whatever we write inside body tag, so that is what will be displayed in the browser. Okay, whatever you write inside body tag, it will be displayed in the browser. Now here, if you see, I have a paragraph. I have to write. I mean, I'm writing a paragraph. Okay, for Now can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry for disturbance. Okay.
Yes,
It is
ma'am.
due to lag problem. So
Yes, ma'am.
did you understood this HTML document? Any doubt in this? I have no idea when the connection was lost. Huh? Did you understood this HTML document? Do you want me to explain again?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
It's
So, so
stop
this is
near that HTML program, ma'am.
HTML pro HTML programmer. Here, I was explaining this, right?
You were explaining body part, ma'am.
Okay, okay. So in the body part,
Body part of the program.
okay, body part, we are adding a paragraph. Okay, so this is a paragraph I'm adding. We are using a p tag. Okay, and there is one more tag I have used, that is a strong tag. Okay, so in the strong tag is for making the text bold. Okay, so here also you have an open tag, and here so this is a closing tag. So you can see, just open it in the browser. Okay, and you can see the output. Okay, this is the output. Okay, so you can see I have used a strong tag. That is why this HTML is in the tag. Okay, is it clear? Any doubt? So this is a simple HTML document where I have just two tags, a paragraph tag and a strong tag in the body. Okay, is it clear? Any doubt in this document, HTML document? Any doubt? Okay, fine. So next is HTML validator. Okay, whenever you are creating any document, okay, now I have created just a simple HTML document. But when you go for an industry, okay, you have to check whether your document HTML web application, whatever you have studied, you developed, whether it is following all the rules which is set by W3 school. Okay, so W3 organization. So for that, you will be using a link, that is this one, validatorw3.org. Okay, so this is a link we are using for validating the website. Okay. So whenever you develop any application, web application, you have to check whether it is going as per the rules which is stated by W3C. Okay. So World Wide Web Consortium. So here, how to validate? There are three options. Okay, either you can directly paste the URL. Okay, so this is what we call it as a URL. Okay, you can directly paste the URL and go for check button. Another way is you can go for uploading the file. You go for, if you have in your system the file, HTML file ready, go for choose file and upload the file and check it, or else you can directly paste the code here. Okay, you can directly copy the HTML here and go for check button. I'll just show you a small example. Go for choose button and see here. I have uploaded a file. Okay, a simple file I have uploaded, and you can see here it is showing the errors and warnings. Okay, so if there is any error in your HTML file, so it will display here, and you have to clear those errors and warning messages. Okay, so to get a validated application, web application, you have to clear all these errors. Okay, so this is a W3 W3C organization for checking the errors or warning in a web application. So verifying that the web page markup followed the rules for HTML or XHTML, transition or restrict. Okay, you can go for any version of HTML. Either it can be HTML older version or any version of HTML. You can validate using this URL. Okay, so this is about HTML validator. So moving on to the importance or the main aim of HTML5. Why we have developed HTML5 document. Okay. The first thing is how the browser should deal with the invalid markup. The HTML5, okay, in the HTML5 version, we are telling the browser how to deal with the invalid markup. Okay, if there is any invalid, instead of writing p tag, you have written p1 tag. Okay, so it is an invalid tag. So in that case, how to deal with that invalid tag? So the next one is programming framework. Okay, JavaScript for creating the rich web application. So HTML5, okay, it tells how to include the JavaScript for creating the rich web application. Okay, how HTML5 should deal with the JavaScript file. Okay, so this is one more scripting language, very important, old scripting language. Okay, so how HTML5 should deal with JavaScript. Okay, next one is if there is any compatible issue, okay, backward compatibility issue, then how the HTML5 should deal. What is compatibility issue? So you might have observed, okay, some web application when you are opening in any of the browser, okay, either in the mobile or in the desktop or in the laptop, it will not get displayed properly, correct? So some images are, I mean, overlapped. Okay, some menus are getting overlapped. So in that case, that is called as compatibility issue. Okay, it is not getting this. It is not displaying the web application properly. So in that case, how to deal with that issues? So that all will be taken care by the HTML5 document. So it will deal with invalid markups. It will take care of JavaScript. It will take care of any compatibility issue. So next one is semantic markup. Okay. So semantic markup. So it focuses on the structure of the document. Okay. The HTML5, it focuses on the structure of the document. Okay. How the content should look. Okay. So HTML5 is dealing with how the content should look. Okay. When it is displayed in the browser. Okay. Then we are using one additional language, that is CSS. Okay, for giving the style, that is cascading style sheet, which we will be studying in the next module. Okay. So semantic markup. What are the important advantage of going for semantic markup? Okay, HTML5. So there are some advantages. Okay, HTML5 is easy to maintain. Okay, if you are developing any document using HTML5, you can hear me, right? Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, fine. So first thing is you
Yes,
can
ma'am.
easily update or make any changes to your document. Okay, so you can make any changes, okay, and upload to the server. Okay, and immediately whatever the changes you have done, it will get reflected in the browser. Okay, no time, it doesn't take much time to get reflected in the browser. Next one is faster download. So if you are using HTML5 for creating web application, you can download the web pages in faster. Okay, it will no time, it will download the documents. Okay. Next one is accessing the content of the web applications or websites. Okay, you can easily access the content. So you can just, if you want to copy some content from the website, just copy and you can paste to their notepad or Word document. Okay, or if you want to access any menu, okay, or access any image or access any form or table from the website, you can easily access. Okay, and coming to one more special feature, that is for sight disabled. If the person is blind, so if the person is blind and you want to read the website, you want to read the content of the website, then we can use a special software, that is voice reading software. So this is one software which help to read the content of the web page if the person is blind. So there are two ways. Okay, it is for non-blind and blind people. Both can read the content of the websites. Okay. So next one is the search engine optimization. Okay. You all know what is search engine, correct? So your Google or Opera or Mozilla Firefox, whatever the browser you have, they are called as the search engines. Okay, you can use those search engines for searching any websites, okay, or web applications. So semantic markup provides better instructions for the search engines. So the rules, whatever we follow in HTML5, okay, it will give the clear instructions for all the search engines. Okay, if you are using Google for opening the websites, okay, the markup language, that is HTML5, whatever you are using, it will give the instructions, proper instructions for the search engine, Google, okay, how to display your website. Okay. So which part of the website should be given more important? Tells what things are important content on the website. Okay. So sometime if the web application is very large, okay, so we can give the importance to particular web application. Maybe give importance to the menu, the certain image. Okay, you clearly tell to the user search engine which part of the content of your website is more important. So this is advantage of markup HTML file. Next, coming to the HTML syntax. Okay. So I have already explained HTML5 syntax, how to create the HTML5 document. Either you can go for a simple notepad, okay, or there are some uh, text editors which are available, okay, like Sublime. Have you used any editor? Did you use any text editor when you are trying HTML document?
Sublime.
Yes,
Sublime.
yeah. Sublime. Okay. Other than that, we
Adobe
have
XD, ma'am.
Crimson editor. Yeah, there are so many text
Adobe
editors which
XD,
are
ma'am.
available. Okay, okay, Adobe XD. Okay, so these are some of the text editors. Okay, so along with that, we can go for Notepad++, WebTite. So these are some of the Notepad, okay, text editors we can use for creating the HTML documents. Okay, and as I already said, we have to give the extension .html5. I mean HTML.html. Okay, and coming to the syntax, okay, when you're answering in the exam, HTML syntax, you have to explain these four topics. Okay, what is HTML element? Okay, HTML element is nothing but you're explaining tag. Okay, what is HTML attribute? Okay, what is HTML attribute? Next one is empty elements. What do you mean by empty elements? And the last part is what do you mean by nested HTML element? Okay. So these are the four topics we have to explain, okay, while writing the HTML syntax. So I'll just explain this four topic with an example. So there are four topics. First one is HTML element. So it
Ma'am,
is
your
nothing but we are
voice is
going to explain
breaking.
what.
My voice is breaking.
We
Okay.
can't hear you
So
properly, ma'am.
now is it okay? Now can you hear? Can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
So first thing we are explaining about HTML elements. The HTML elements is nothing but it is a tag. Okay. So tag is one of the building or the fundamental part of HTML document. So if you take example any of the tag, for example, you can take the example of paragraph tag and you can explain. Okay, you can write a simple example and you can explain. So next is
Ma'am, again your
HTML
voice is
attributes.
breaking, ma'am.
So next is HTML attributes. So see here. Now is it okay? Here I have creating a simple paragraph. Okay, I'm creating a simple paragraph. Okay. So I am adding one attribute. Okay. See here. See, I'm having a p tag and I'm adding an attribute here. So this is an attribute, okay, which comes in open tag. Okay. So attribute is always added in open tag. Okay. Opening tag it is not added under closing tag. Inside opening tag we are adding okay an attribute. Okay, it is an additional feature we are giving for the paragraph. For any tag you can give additional feature. Okay. For example, if you want to display paragraph to the right, to the left, or to the center, this okay, additional feature about the paragraph, you can give using attribute tag. Now can you hear me? Yes.
No, ma'am, it's breaking again.
Ma'am, it's
It's
breaking,
breaking,
ma'am.
ma'am.
We are not able to hear properly.
Your voice is not clear, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Then we'll continue in the next class about HTML syntax. Any- So this topic will do it will in the next class about HTML syntax. Okay. So far, 15 slides. Any doubt? Any,
What, ma'am?
any doubt in the topic that we have? Any doubt? So
No, ma'am.
create a simple applications. Okay, create your simple application. You all have laptop with you, right? So just go for the open folder and this tags. Okay.
You go.
Ma'am, can't hear you. Your voice is
We are
breaking.
not able to hear
Ma'am,
you.
Yes, we are ma'am. We not can't hear you, sir.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Thank you.
Ma'am, attendance,
Thank you,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am,
ma'am.
attendance. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. The teams can teams like attendance. Okay. Check attendance in Microsoft Teams. Okay. Thank you.
That's it.